And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the hill today, Clarke Schmidt. What do you have on him, Siggy?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Swing and a ground ball, but that rolls foul.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Volpe sends it across to first. One up, one down. Luis Arraez stands in.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 4, Luis Arraez.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside.
Chisholm to second. There's one on to Goldschmidt. That's 2. And we're back. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease. What do you look for here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Back in New York. And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That takes care of Grisham. Here comes Aaron Judge.
Batting second, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
And that's down and away. 1 out, base is empty. Lockridge under it. They got it for out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. Strike 1.
1-1.
Lockridge on the move. And that is that. Back here in New York, there's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat.
Left fielder, number 30, Gavin
Schmidt back to work.
Sheets.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Grisham on the move. And he hauls it in. One away. Now here's Sander Bogaerts now.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
0-1's the count.
That one the other way. Makes the grab. 2 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Grisham trying to get there. And that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
Hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Just missed.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
Tatis makes the catch, and there's one away. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And strike 2. Goldie leads off first with 1 away. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is out of here. He circles the bases. It's 2-0.
Well, the guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Now here is Anthony Volpe. Tatis moving under this one. 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run.
Not
allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Austin Wells stands in now and watches strike 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And it's 0-2. In the dirt, in plenty of time to first, and that is the inning. New inning getting started. So digging in now for San Diego, Trenton Brooks. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back on the warning track and hauls it in. So up next, Brandon Lockridge. On the ground out to short. Throws to first. That's it out. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in for San Diego, Martin Maldonado. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
Next offering is in for a strike. Hit on the ground softly to short. Over to first, and that is that. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the inning. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
LeMahieu, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was a second-round pick back in 2009. That's
1
down
ball,
and in.
2 strikes.
Next pitch
Yep,
is
that ball went out.
outside. Brings it in. 1 down. So the batting order
The center
turns
fielder,
over.
number
Now here's
12,
Trent Grisham.
Trent.
He's 0 for 1.
Grisham.
And he can't come up with it. And he's out on the tag.
Out.
Here's Aaron Judge
The
at the
right
dish.
fielder,
His
number
2024
99,
season,
Aaron
ridiculous. He became the first
Judge.
player in 20 years to finish with a slugging percentage over 700.
Yeah, the
Oh,
last
that's off the
American
plate.
League player to slug 700 was Mark McGwire, and Judge was the first Yankee to do it since Mickey Mantle.
And Judge spoils that one.
That ball's foul.
2 outs, base is empty. Sneaks through, base hit. Can't glove it cleanly.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's
0-1's
not
the
one
count.
you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. All set for the
Leading
start
off
of the
for the
inning.
Padres,
Now it's
the right
Fernando
fielder,
Tatis
Fernando
Jr.
Tatis
Fernando
Jr.
Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. Jazz tosses to first, and 1 gone in the 4th
The
as they
first
get the
baseman,
leadoff
number
man.
4, Luis Arias.
In the air, left side. Stretches out and hauls it in. Now Machado
The
up
third
here.
baseman,
Well,
number
those can be
13,
pretty fun as an
Manny
outfielder. Got to put it into his
Machado.
highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And the 0-1. On the ground, Chisholm. Tosses to first. Machado is out. And he has thrown 4 shutout. Back in the Bronx,
Leading off
ready to
for the
go,
Yankees,
bottom 4.
the
And here
designated
is
hitter,
Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Going away.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80%
0-1.
of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Nope, that's foul.
The wind and the pitch. And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he won a round. Paul Goldschmidt now. That's off the
Ball, that's
inside corner. 1-0. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. They say we win.
1 ball, 1 strike.
It's in and out of his glove. Still finds a way to get off a throw, but no chance to get him. It's an infield single. 1 gone, runner at first. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Lockridge snags it, and there are 2 down. Anthony Volpe
Now batting,
stepping in now for the
shortstop,
Yankees.
Anthony
Flied to right his first time.
Volpe.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Man, he really
0-1's the
sells the
count.
changeup with that arm action.
Fought off foul. Machado zips it across. That is the inning. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we go to the top of the fifth. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Gavin Sheets. Schmidt back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Grisham settles under it. Puts it away for the out. And here comes Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 1 so far.
Number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
On the ground to third. Whips it across. Bogaerts retired. Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And he grounds one to the right side. Over to Goldie. That takes care of Cronenworth. And they go down fast. 3 outs on 3 pitches. Back for more from the Bronx. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. That's a laser base hit. And a good start to the inning around first. Digging for 2. Wells makes the turn at second. And he's into third base with a leadoff triple. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game. And
oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And it's gone. He jacks that one out to left. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. That one misses in the dirt.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning. Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 5-0. Aaron Judge at the plate. And Judge spoils that one. Judge comes up empty there.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Squeezes it, and there's one down. Bellinger up to hit.
Now batting, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Tatis makes the play, and there's 2 down. Here's Stanton now.
Next for the
0 for
Yankees,
2 in
the
this
designated
one.
hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Back there. And it's gone. A solo shot. And they add to the lead. It's 6-0. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
Now
He's 2 for 2.
Number 1, Yuki Matsui.
Bogaerts. The throw to first. Inning over. Although plenty of damage done. Back in the Bronx.
Leading off
Now
for
it's
San
the
Diego, designated
DH, Trenton
hitter,
Brooks.
Brooks.
First
That's a
pitch
ball.
misses.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, credit the base runner there for a great
catcher,
secondary lead and
Martin
beating the throw to second,
Maldonado.
but they don't give up, continue to try to complete what would be a double play, and they get the trail runner on the backside. Hey, you know what? That's a pretty good play. You'll take it.
Slinging it to first in time. So the San Diego batting order turns over. And the batter
Now batting,
will be
the right
Fernando
fielder,
Tatis
Fernando
Jr.
Tatis
On the ground to the
Jr.
left. And foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Judge sizing this one up. Brings it in. And that'll do it. Bottom of the sixth
Leading
inning.
off
Jazz
for the
Chisholm
Yankees,
Jr. now.
the third baseman, Jazz
Matsui
Chisholm
measures 5 feet 8
Jr.
inches, 29 years old, and he was born in Japan. The rise. The tag, and he's out.
You're out.
So digging in, Anthony Volpe. Swings through that. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Lays out and makes the play. 2 down, base
Now
is
batting,
empty.
catcher,
Next to hit,
Austin.
Austin Wells.
Wells.
Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. And they add a run. It's 7-0. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. He's already homered in this game. And he chases that one below the zone.
0-1's the count.
That one carrying. That's down. One hops off the wall. LeMahieu on his way to third. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Yeah, they put the tag on him. That's the third out, inning over. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Waste no time there.
Up
These
next
days,
is the
most
Padres,
outfielders play
the
pretty
third
deep,
baseman,
and
Manny
I'm not sure if that was a factor
Machado.
there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
That's the first out, the top of the seventh. Next for the
The left
Padres,
fielder,
Gavin
number 30,
Sheets.
Gavin Sheets.
Up the middle, hauls it in, 2 away. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in
The
Xander
batter,
Bogaerts.
number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Pretty
0-1.
amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Going to count 1 and 2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. And we're back.
Leading
And
off.
now
For
center
the
fielder,
Yankees,
Trent
the
Grisham.
center fielder, Trent Grisham. Now pitching for the Padres, number 50.
Swings and misses.
Adrian
And that is strike
Moreland.
one.
Count.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Foul ball there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Maldonado to first. In time to get him. One away in the
The
strikeout.
right fielder, number
Now it's
99,
Aaron Judge up to the
Aaron
plate.
Really nice job to get your
Judge.
first out of the ball game.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, you got to
0-1.
find a way to catch up to that pitch, perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Bogarts with the throw to first. Judge out on the play.
Now batting, left
Two
fielder,
outs, base is
Cody
empty. Here's the left fielder,
Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger. Lockridge makes his way towards it, drops into the glove, and welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
San Diego,
We're at the top of
the
the
second
eighth. So
baseman,
digging
Jake
in now for San Diego,
Cronenworth.
Jake Cronenworth. Out towards right center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in, and there's one down.
Now batting.
Now the
designated
DH for the
hitter,
Padres, Trenton Brooks.
Brooks.
And that one hit to first, into the outfield, base hit.
Couple of
The
hits in a
center
row
fielder,
for him
number
here.
28,
Just one of those seeing eye
Brandon
base hits through the infield. He just
Lockridge.
kind of rolled. Over on it a little bit, but
Pinch hitting
sometimes
for
those
San
can find a
Diego,
hole and get you a
number
knock.
14, Tyler Wade.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Judge in and to his right, makes the catch for the out. And there are two outs. Martin Maldonado
next
up
for the
to hit.
Padres,
Has
the
grounded
catcher,
out a couple of
Martin
times.
Maldonado.
And strike one to the catcher.
Yeah, this
0-1
guy
the
is just
count.
filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
No ball, 2
The
strikes.
kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The
Safe
count.
at second, and that was not close. In the air, center field. Grisham makes the grab, and that is that. Ready for the bottom of the
Leading
eighth.
off for the
Giancarlo Stanton
Yankees,
to the plate
the
now.
designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Morejon back to work. Pitch
Nope,
misses there,
outside.
and that is ball one. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right
I got 1
there.
ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. Went with the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. That
Ball.
one missed. And it gets by him.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through.
Bogarts on a Cronenworth. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound
third
right
baseman,
there, and his
number
infielders
13.
took care of business.
Yeah.
Pretty textbook
Chisholm
execution between
Jr.
short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Chisholm,
Ball,
the next
that
to
now.
hit, takes outside. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And another
2-0.
ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Misses the ball, and it falls in. Around second now, as they still don't have it. Passes third, he wants it all. Save. He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run. And first offering is fouled off. That's a hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Well, just a total nightmare for
The
lefties.
catcher,
I'd be
number
very
28,
surprised to see that matchup
Hoffman.
again. Other than ripping one into the gap or
Wow.
blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice.
And that's the inning. Back at Yankee
Leading
Stadium,
off for the
Fernando
Padres, the
Tatis
right fielder,
Jr. to hit here.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
And first offering is fouled off. Laser could be trouble. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay not in time. That's a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now it's Manny
The third
Machado.
baseman, number
That's just a
13,
really nice catch
Manny
on the run right there. He
Machado.
saved extra bases.
That's ripped. Base hit. Here comes Tatis around third. Not in time. He's safe.
He's safe.
Well done. Drives in the run. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
2 away. Last chance for the
batter,
Padres.
number 2,
And now
shortstop,
Xander Bogaerts.
Bogaerts.
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Now Jake Cronenworth.
Cronenworth.
Foul ball. They're down to their final strike.
0-2 is the count.
1 strike away. Two on, 2 outs. Runners on the move. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take this one in a blowout.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game. A jam here, a jam.